Hey math kids, today we're going to talk about some dilations that are kind of story problems, not really, but it's without a diagram. So here's an example of one of the questions that's on your homework. It says a line segment from point A to point B is 3 units long. The plane is dilated by a factor of 1/3 with the center of dilation at the point 1, comma 1. What is the length of the dilated line segment A prime, B prime? So to give you like a visual of what's going on, we have point A, and we're going to point B. That's supposed to be a straight line, okay? And it's 3 units long. And then there's some point. Now we don't really know where A and B are, and so it doesn't really matter where we're at, but it tells us that the center of dilation is right here. I'm just going to call that point P. Now, what we would do is we want to dilate by a factor of 1/3. And so if we measure from here to here, and then we divide that into 3 pieces, that's where that point is going to end up. If we measure from here to here, and we cut it into 3 equal pieces, then we'll end up with something that looks like that. Then we connect it, and they want to know how big this is, knowing that the original was 3 units. Well, that's kind of the visual of what's going on, but we can actually really simplify this. So this is A prime, this is B prime, and so it's asking about that line segment. Now, all you really need to keep in mind is that dilation is really just multiplication. So without drawing the diagram, without doing anything else, we just need to say, okay, the original was 3, the factor of dilation, or the scale factor, is 1/3. Multiply those together. So we'll think of that like 3 over 1. 3 times 3 is, or 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 over 3 is 1. And so the length is just 1 unit. So A prime, B prime, segment A prime, B prime is 1 unit. Okay, so let's pretend like we had a different problem. It was 10 units long, and the dilation factor was 5. So the wording is exactly the same. Notice how this doesn't actually matter for finding our answer. Okay, so it tells us where the center of dilation is, but it doesn't actually help us figure out the answer to the problem. So if we have a line that's 10 units long, and we amplify that, or we dilate that by 5, we're just going to take 10 times 5, and it's going to be 50 units long. So hopefully those story problems go really quick for you, or just word problems, I guess. There's not really a story. If you have any additional questions, please come to Math Lab. Until then, calculator.